In 2008, Airbnb was about to die. No investors, no users, no money. And instead of fixing their tech or pitching more VCs, the founders did something no startup book tells you to do. They sold cereal for $40 a box. Back then, Airbnb wasn't Airbnb. It was called Air Bed and Breakfast. 3 founders living in San Francisco trying to convince strangers to sleep on air mattresses in other people's homes. Investors thought it was insane. They said people would never trust strangers. They said hotels already existed. They said the idea was too risky. And honestly, they weren't wrong. By 2008, Airbnb was making about $200 a week. That's split between 3 founders. Their credit cards were maxed out. Rent was due. And then the worst possible thing happened. The global financial crisis hit. Funding dried up. Startups collapsed. And Airbnb was weeks away from shutting down. Then something strange happened. The US presidential election was everywhere. Obama, McCain, politics on TV, on shirts, on billboards. And the founders noticed people were buying anything related to the election. So they asked a ridiculous question. What if we sold election cereal? They designed 2 boxes, one called Obama O's, the other called Captain McCain's. This wasn't a joke. This was desperation. Each box cost just a few dollars to make. They sold them for $40. And somehow, people actually bought them. Airbnb made around $30,000. Not millions, not even close, but enough to survive. Enough to keep the company alive for a few more months. Here's the part most people miss. This wasn't just about money. Later, when Airbnb pitched investors again, they didn't say, "We're broke." They showed the cereal boxes. And they said, "If we can sell this, we can sell anything." That caught attention. Y Combinator noticed, and Airbnb finally got accepted. At Y Combinator, they realized something important. Demand wasn't the problem. Trust was. People didn't trust sleeping in strangers' homes. So the founders did something completely unscalable. They personally visited hosts. They took professional photos of apartments themselves. They manually fixed listings one by one. No automation, no growth hacks, just effort. Those photos worked. Listings with better photos got more bookings. More bookings created trust. Trust created growth. Airbnb didn't scale technology first. They scaled belief. And once trust was there, everything else followed. The lesson here isn't to sell cereal. The lesson is this. When survival is on the line, ego doesn't matter. Your strategy doesn't have to look smart. It just has to work. Every successful business has a chapter they don't put on their website. This was Airbnb's. If you want more real business stories like this, not motivation, not hype, subscribe. In the next video, I'll break down how WhatsApp grew to billions without spending $1 on ads.